Okay, someone replied to my video in a text comment called Rapture Ready. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. You should check it out. But what they said was this: another scoffer. Nothing new. Jesus predicted them. Look, there are too many people that believe in the rapture waiting for it to be wrong. I had dreams and visions, and I know others that have too. And the rest just basically describes what he feels the end of the earth will be like: wars and pestilence and stuff, and it'll all happen at all the same time. And this is how we as atheists pretty much always reply to such drivel. How stupid can you actually be? Everyone thought the earth was flat. No one thought we'd break the sound barrier or find a cure for polio. No one thought we'd land on the moon. And absolutely no one thought we would ever dream up intelligent design. But we were all wrong. Just because someone believes something does not make it true. And now, part 2, with sexy glasses. I have a question for you. Were you born knowing and believing in Santa Claus? Really? Well then, were you born believing in God? When we believed in Santa Claus, there was actual evidence. We saw him in the Macy's Day Parade. We even sat upon his lap, and he always left us presents. 1 or 2, maybe a lump of coal, until that fateful day that your parents took you aside and told you the truth. I remember that day. I prayed very fervently to Santa Claus that night, that Christmas night. And I said, I don't care what my mother says. I still believe in you. I still believe in you. And I am not going to shake my faith for what she said. I know you'll bring me a Pittsburgh Steelers football helmet. I know you will. Thank you. Amen. He never came, though. He never came. And so I had to accept it. There was no Santa Claus. And worse yet, there never was a Santa Claus. Despite all the evidence of the holidays past, and despite a strong personal relationship with him, developed over years of being a good boy and writing letters and getting what I asked for, the truth was, there is no Santa Claus. This brings me to the point of why atheists cannot convince Christians that there is no God. Because there never has been evidence of God, other than anything that you manufacture in your mind. I recently had a Christian friend of mine tell me that she went to a car dealership and tried to buy a car. And she said her and her husband prayed on buying this car the night before. And they left it up to God. And they said, God, if anything goes wrong in this deal, it will be a sign from you that we are not to buy a new car. You want to talk about ridiculous. So they went to the car dealership, and the car was a little bit more than they had anticipated and pre-qualified for. And so the deal did not go through. And the salesman said, well, we can do this and we can do that. And she went, no. We prayed upon it. And this is God telling us not to buy a new car. What? And so because of a predetermined thing in their own heads, they did not buy a car when they probably could have. And so that's why when you pray to God and you say, okay, if this lines up or that lines up, then this is a sign from you. Well, you've already set the wheels in motion. You pre-qualified for it. It was too much to buy. Something happened in the real physical world. This isn't God telling you not to buy a car or to buy a car. This just happens. This is what credit and finance is about. This is what our world is about. If I eat all vegetables today, will I have a good poo? If I pray to God to have a really good poo and I don't have one, then it's God's will that I don't poo? Can you guys hear yourselves while you're saying this? And so because there never has been real, concrete evidence, no gifts under the tree, no sitting on Jesus' lap, no writing letters and getting responses from your parents about God when it comes to God, there has been no evidence. And so that's why it's so hard to debunk, because it's all in your head. And so what your head tells you is what you want to believe. But I'm telling you, right now, I'm your parent, sitting you down. There is no God. There never has been. There never will be. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't need God to be good, but we do need Santa Claus to be good. Boy, you want to straighten out a kid real quick, tell him that Santa Claus is going to bring him a lump of coal. Boy, nothing will work better than that. Yeah, I'd be better off praying to that for a good poo.